welcome back guys to my Let's Play of Dark Souls. I think we are on part 7, I think. And we're going to get straight back into it. Let's just have a look at this stuff here. We're in Anor Londo, 6 hours and 44 minutes played. We are soul level 50. If I remember rightly, yesterday didn't really go great. A lot of problems I had in Blighttown. Managed to take down, obviously, Quelaag. Messed up on the Ceaseless Discharge, so it's going to be a struggle actually killing him when we eventually need to. However, we did make it to Anor Londo, and I just remember completely fucking up against Ornstein and Smo. However, didn't really go too well. We only had Solaire helping us at the time, and we did die. So I don't want to use all my humanity trying to summon people to help me with this boss. You know, but help we need, because I just got my ass kicked. Oh, and whilst I'm here, I'm still using this armour that I really don't like. When I realised I have now got the gold hemmed armour, which I actually do like. So I'm going to wear this. I don't think it's going to make us as... Well, look at that roll. Still got that roll, and I actually love this armour. I think it just looks quite sick. So I'm going to keep this armour on for the time being, and see if we can actually do it. I do remember the first time I went to take on the boss here, we got invaded, didn't we? And I failed miserably with it because he was just like using area attack, pyromancy or magic or whatever you want to call it, pissing me right off. I ended up dying, and I was annoyed because there were a few summon signs down there. But then, like, obviously the next time we went, we managed to summon Solaire, but there was no other summon signs about. So it just kind of went tits up from there, unfortunately. But never mind, we shall persevere. We shall persevere. Still need to get that item up there. Not something I'd use anyway, but we still want to collect that item. Yeah. Just gonna sack all these people off. Not exactly people though, are they? Get it together, Bobby. Shit. Do like this armour, I really do, and I'm glad I've still got a good roll with it as well. Right, see any summon signs about? Can't see any. Usually an odd one round here. There isn't, and there is none down there either. So not one person playing this game at the moment who's put down a summon sign. And whilst I'm here, I might as well go get that item. Give it a few minutes for it to register summon sign. Fuck. Don't want to leave it too long though, because I don't want to get invaded. One of the things I don't want to happen this time. Oh fuck. Shit. Somebody put a summon sign down. We need help. Help me, please. there, does it? What the fuck? Come on then, fuck off. Somebody put a summon sign down, please. Ah, there's one. Touch summon sign. Yes. Please be able to summon. Please summon him. Come on, Solaire. Come on, Solaire. Leave them the fuck alone. Come on, he's obviously wanting to be summoned for this boss. Ah, there he is. Was that him? No. At least to kill one of them. So that summon failed. Shit. There's another one. And there's another one. So there is summon signs here. Just need to actually get them to work. Thank you for Solaire. For taking down one of them giant things. Thank you. Thank you. Bow to Solaire. Come on. I want to get to the Duke's archives. Ah, there we go. Invisible Sasaki. Sasaki, is he? In Japanese. Bow to you, my friend. Right. Let's go. Yep. I want them souls though first. Oh, fuck me. Jesus. Not taking a lot off him in. At least they're making him flinch. That's a good thing. Oh. Well, that should have hit him. Right. So that's that one done. So it should be a lot easier now. Nobody can say, oh, you should leave everyone else to do the work, because no, I still help. I just need help. Come on now, I can do this shit. Well, taking me out with that shit, mate. Solaire dead. Damn, Solaire. Thank you for your help anyway. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, he's dead. I won't get the last shot. Get in. I got the last shot. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yes. Right. One thing I wanted to check. Havel's armor, where is it? Havel's armor, right. I need... What do I need? So... let me see these rings I've got. Boost miracles, boost item discovery. Happy with that. Smashing. Let's use this. Smole. Soul of Smole. 12,000. Might as well use the soul of the hero as well. Happy with that. 89. 90,000 souls. Which we can quickly use now. Go see the chick with big old titties. Hello, my love. Hello, hello, hello. There she is. Look at him.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
Come hither. Put me to your bosom.
O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight.
Fit you,
Since
love.
the day Father is wounded of
Big
strife,
old titties.
I have
Ass is
anointed
like
thee
pow.
and bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
Thank you.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this
She's
eternal
actually
twilight,
not
and
real.
avert further undead sacrifices.
Guinevere is not real. I should now be able to walk. There we go. It's a fire link. Right, we're doing well now, so let me see. Right. So we can go to... Right, well, obviously the next on our list is the Duke's Archives. That is next on the list. Yeah, and I like the Duke's Archives for some odd, frightening reason. I don't know what. I must be some sort of sadist. There's Franz. Hello, mate. Alright, mate.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
Yeah.
I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frant, close friend
Need to
of
get
the
a
great
toothbrush
Lord
there,
Gwyn,
mate. Minging.
chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate, and the very reason your kind have appeared. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Go on then.
This is the firelink chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now,
lays the vessel. None! Want a brew? None! She can't hear me. Can I have a brew? Aww. Ta. Gonna have a brew, gotta have a brew while you playing Dark Souls. Gotta have a brew while you playing Dark Souls. Gotta have a brew, gotta have a brew, gotta have a brew while you're playing Dark Souls. Gotta have a brew, gotta have a brew. Twinkling tight tonight. Do 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 do. Lightning spear. Lightning spear is a great weapon, actually. What to and Orlando. We're going to take on the Duke's archives and Seath the Scaleless, who's a bastard. But I have my purging stone, don't I? In fact, no, whilst I'm here, I'm going to buy a couple more purging stones from the guy on top of the undead church, just because the last time I took on Seath in the now obsolete LP, I got cursed twice off him, and twice I didn't have enough purging stones, so I kept having to trek all the way back. So in the interest of saving time, I might as well just go and buy a couple now. I've already got one anyway, which is a mandatory use after Seath like curses us straight away in the first battle with him. But there's no getting away from that. You have to be cursed. So I've got one to use for that, but I just want to get a couple more just for later on. Which we're gonna need. Oh shit, I forgot about him. Get to fuck, mate. My weapon is much stronger than the last time. Hello. Hello. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Fuck no. Oh shit. Oh fuck. What? Oh, that was a bastard from outside. 3 in a row. Oh no. Got his ass. Seems a long time ago I beat this now. Long time ago. That's where we were looking from before, you know, when I said, oh, there's the church with the bell. That's where we took on the iron golem.
Thou art welcome.
Do 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 do. Boom. 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 Right, let's go. Right, where we going? Duke's Archives, yeah? Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. I will be doing all the extra stuff as well in this playthrough. Taking on the Great Hollow. What's he doing here still? Yeah, taking on the Great Hollow. I've still got to take on the Hydra as well. We'll be taking on the Painted World of Ariamis. Oh shit. I'll also be... What else is extra? I'll be taking on the second Hydra in the Ash Lake as well. So still quite a lot to do yet. Probably another couple of days worth of gaming to actually get them done. No, I don't want to kindle. To walk, do I no longer? Yeah, so quite a bit, Ugh. So, like, right, let's check off the boss list now. Who do I still need to take on? Okay, so we've got Seath, the Scaleless, in the Crystal Caves. Okay, which obviously we go to after the Duke's Archives. We have got Sith, the Great Wolf. We can take him. He's optional though, we don't have to kill him. We have Nito, who we have to kill. We also have Ceaseless Discharge, which we have to kill. We have also got the Bed of Chaos, who we have to kill. So still quite a few bosses to go through. We've done a lot, we have done a lot, but right, let me 1 minute. Just want to see how we're getting on with this lightning spear. Where's my lightning spear? I've not used it for a while, but I do like the lightning spear. That got me through my first playthrough. Oh fuck. He's still a bastard, isn't he? Didn't do that much damage. But what I like about the lightning spear is like you can have your shield up and poke like that, so that's why that's a great weapon. So how much damage I take off with this? So I do more. I actually do more damage with the lightning spear. So. Oh, how did I do more damage that way? Okay, so using the lightning spear for these boars, just because it's a lot easier with the lightning spear. Oh, dead. Oh, close. Somebody died from this boar. Yep. Oh fuck. Bastard. I was actually talking for about 10 minutes then, without realising that I had my headset on mute. What was I saying? Yeah, I was checking off all the rest of the bosses that we've got to do. So we've got Seath in... Oh shit, I didn't rest at the fucking bonfire, did I? Yeah, we've got Seath in the crystal caves that we need to do. The Bed of Chaos, Ceaseless Discharge, Gwyn, obviously, Nito. But I'm also going to be doing the optional bosses and big enemies. So, for instance, we're going to be taking on the Hydra in the Darkroot Basin, but we're also... Why did I fucking walk to here? Oh, there's me dude. Hello.
Fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above.
Yes, I did.
I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gate, the old fortress. Was that your doing?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This night of Katarina.
Oh, you're welcome, mate.
Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Miracle limit force. Alright, well, I don't really use miracles. I could have like done with something a bit more, you know, something I could use. But never mind. Anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake! See, I never understand that. You can warp to Firelink, but you can't bloody warp out of it because the Firekeeper's not there. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? So, the bosses. So yeah, I've got them to take on, but I will also be doing the optional ones, the Hydra in the Darkroot Basin. I will be going through the Great Hollow and onto Ash Lake, where I will be taking on the Hydra in there. We'll also be taking on Sith as well, who's like the Great Wolf. So yeah, I'll be taking on all them. Just extra gameplay, extra souls, extra leveling up. Also, don't forget the painted world as well. I'll be doing. So a lot to still do in this game. A lot to look forward to. A lot more dying. A lot more success. Got a whole lot. So I hope you're enjoying it. I must be a sadist for putting myself through this again. Putting myself all the way through this. Right, rest at the bonfire. And then I won't get fucking thrown somewhere else. Can I not do a... I can't do a better roll with that. Is it me, or do I seem to be rolling a lot more? Fuck. A lot more like slowly right now? Oh fuck. Camera, camera, camera! Hold on, 1 minute. Get rid of that. So that's more of a like a jump roll, whereas if I equip that, it's a floor roll. Oh, well, that sucks, doesn't it? Let me see. Get rid of that. There. So if I have both weapons equipped, he does a ground roll, whereas just one, he does a jump. is strange, my friend. That is strange. Do, 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 do. Don't turn your back to him. What? You lock onto this bastard. Ah! Come on, go, go, go! Oof, that was so close. See, let him chase after me, but I'll make him get stuck. So, because he can't get me up there. Can you, motherfucker? Can you? Come on, try it. See? Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Can't get me here, the game won't let you, haha. Do 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 do. Whoop. Boom. Goodbye. 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 We're gonna light the bonfire. We're gonna light the bonfire. Right, but we want to kindle this bonfire. Because the Dukes are... Oh shit, we need fucking two of them, don't we? Dum dum dum! The Duke's archives can be quite a tricky place. Quite a tricky place. Can't beat a nice brew. Best brews. Dee dee dee. Right, let's go. What? Get to fuck, mate. Douche. Oh fuck, careful. Careful now. Careful. Be careful. No. Just a bloody miss. Got his ass. Gotta be careful that mage down there. Let's see. What? Draw you out. That's good. Oh fuck, fuck, fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Because I ain't got my proper shield on, that's why. Ding, ding. You're dead. Right, what I want though, do you want my fire Zweihander for this? Oh fuck, fuck, what a bastard. Oh, come on. so hungry. I could murder a Nando's right now. Love Nando's. Gotta love Nando's. If you don't like Nando's, then I don't know what's up with you. Nando's is king. Gotta love some chicken. Love me some chicken. Gotta get the chicken. Gotta get the chicken. Gotta get some chicken. Gotta get some chicken. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, I am a tramp. I admit it. But, and again, I'm allowed to be a tramp. And I provide you with all these hours of content. Please let me burp. Oh shit. Please let me burp when I need to burp. Them arrows hit hard. Fuck. Oh my god. What on earth was I doing? What was I thinking of? You're not making me lose these souls, you bastard. Do you like them apples? Huh? How'd you like them? Oh shit. Made him flinch. Made him flinch. Come on. Booyaka! Shit. Take down this dude, don't we, over here? Otherwise we're just gonna get fucked, man. Well, there we go. There you go, right there. Little bitch, come on. Oh, fuck. He disappeared. Little shit. Where's he going to? Up there. Somebody give me... Did I pick my souls up before? Ooh, that was close. At least I got my souls back. Oh fuck. I'm away from where they can see me. Oh my god. Serious, dude. So what can we talk about for a bit? Should we talk about movies? Yeah, let's talk about movies. I've got a few things to say about movies. A couple of films that are coming out that I actually do want to see, and if anybody's watching now and got any input on these movies, or one in particular, then I would really appreciate it. Gravity, for one. Gravity's coming out here this week. I think this Friday it comes out. I know it got a lot of great reviews. I heard that the actual 3D in this game is quite stunning. So I have been actually wanting to see it. So like I say, if anybody who's watching maybe from America has seen it, then please let me know. The movie is only out in America at the moment. It's got George Clooney and Sandra Bullock in it. And I've heard it's just a fantastic film. I mean, when I first saw the trailer, I wasn't thinking much of it, but then I read the reviews, and you know, I've heard like some really great things. So I'm gonna see if I can try to go see that sometime this month. You know, the whole whack of it, 3D IMAX, because it is released in IMAX. So hopefully I'll be able to go and see that sometime this month. And then at the end of November we've got the Hunger Games. What's it called? Hunger Games Catching Fire, I think it's called. Yeah, and that comes out the end of the month. Also IMAX. Really want to see that. Really enjoyed the first Hunger Games. Didn't think I would, just because it seemed to me like a bit of a rip-off of Battle Royale, which was that like Japanese movie, Japanese or Korean, something like that, where basically it's like all these kids put on like an island or somewhere and they're made to fight against each other, like kill each other, sort of like a game. So it just reminded me of that at first, so I wasn't really that interested in it, never read the book. But then me and my brother watched it one afternoon and I actually really enjoyed it, so I was quite impressed. I really was quite impressed with that. So Catching Fire is out at the end of November, so I'll try to go see that in IMAX. And then of course the main event in December is we have The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. So really can't wait for The Hobbit. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is my favourite trilogy of all time, my favourite set of movies of all time. I am a big mafia buff, like gangster buff, or Goodfellas, and they're right at the top of my list as well. But in terms of like, if I had to pick like one set of films, or like one film, I mean the way I see it, I class The Lord of the Rings as just one film. It's a trilogy, it's all based on the same thing, it's not like all different stories, it's one main cohesive story, so I just class it as just one. So that's why I say The Lord of the Rings is probably my favourite film of all time, even though it is split up into 3 parts, obviously, 3 books, 3 films, 3 parts. Yeah, I don't think any movie is better than The Lord of the Rings, just in terms of everything, in terms of the source material, the Lord of the Rings book, and the themes that run through the whole movie, the cinematography, the score, the acting, the cast. I mean, that movie was cast like so perfectly. It really was. I mean, you can watch a lot of movies where you think, it don't really suit this role, but I can't think of anybody, absolutely anybody in that movie where you think, yeah, somebody else will probably be better in this role. I mean, Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, bloody Orlando Bloom as Legolas, crazy. It's just perfectly cast in my eyes. So yeah, I can't wait for The Hobbit. I really enjoyed the first Hobbit. I didn't get to see it in the 48 frames per second. I heard a lot of positives and I heard a lot of negatives about it. The only thing is with that is, what annoys me is that they don't release the 2D version in IMAX as well. If you want to see the movie in IMAX, which I do, then you have to watch it in 3D and in 48 frames. I'd rather, just to be on the safe side in terms of not wanting to waste money, I would rather just watch the 2D version in IMAX. Because movies these days, to go and watch a movie at the pictures, it's expensive. It is really expensive these days. I don't know like how much it costs in America, but I think for an adult ticket, just for a standard film, a standard like 2D film, in the UK, depending where you go, you're looking at about £9 just for a ticket. Just standard as well. That price goes up. Fuck, I've missed it. Oh, did I get it? Got it, bastard. Yeah, that price goes up obviously if you choose 3D and IMAX. So, it's a lot of money to spend on a film that you just know is going to be about 3 hours long. And then if I don't like the actual 48 frames, and my eyes can't really adjust to it, then I'm just going to be sat there in a mood for the whole film, get annoyed, and then feel like I wasted my money. So I just wish they would bring out the film in 2D IMAX as well, so at least I could watch it there. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So we're gonna go through this fog gate. This is where Seath is, but we have to let him kill us. You can't actually kill Seath at this point. Fortunately, it's just not doable. So, have to wait for it to kill us, have to wait for him to curse us. I mean, you can't even reach him, that's the thing. So, if we just stand there, leave him to kill us, leave him to curse us, that's fine. There we go. The only thing with that is you literally lose all your souls. You lose them all. Yeah? It's a bastard. But here we go. We awaken in the Duke's archives in the prison cell block. Or the library cell. I mean, it's a library, but it's like a prison at the same time. So, anyway. So yeah, this is where we are. In fact, that's funny. He didn't actually curse us. We avoided being cursed. That's never actually happened to me before. I actually thought you had to get cursed by C, but if you just let him kill you with normal attacks and you're still awake and here, and you're not cursed. See, you learn something new all the time with Dark Souls. I always thought you had to get cursed no matter what, because every time I ever got hit with one of his attacks, my curse bar always went up, so I just presumed you had no other choice but to be cursed in order for you to end up here, which is an entirely different section of Duke's archives. So, it's funny. Like I said, never knew that. Right, let me get rid of this lightning shield because the roll's doing me head in now. That's better. Kill him and rob his keys. There we go. Should get out of here now. Repair. Just want to repair all this shit even though I'm not using it no more. Yeah, so like I was saying, so it's a bit annoying about The Hobbit in terms of its 48 frames per second. Like I said, I would rather watch it in 2D IMAX, you know, but it's not meant to be. And it's also annoying that you can't actually experience 48 frames per second on home video yet, I don't think. I find that really weird. It's something about the technology, and I remember asking my friend Brooklyn Knight One about this last year when The Hobbit first come out. He really enjoyed the movie, and I was like, well, I was wondering whether or not, like, you know, when the Blu-ray comes out, would they include the 48 frames per second version on the Blu-ray? He was like, I'm not sure, but they didn't, and it's something to do with the actual technology. It's quite strange, because I thought, well, if you can have a video game, like, I mean, if you play a Blu-ray for your PlayStation 3, I was like, if you can have a video game that can run in 60 frames per second, and your TV can run video in 60 frames per second, then why can't you run a movie in 48 frames per second? I found it quite strange at the time, but there is some sort of a technical thing, a limitation to it, where you can't actually do it yet. I mean, I'm sure pretty soon there will be hardware that can run it. It's actually interesting. If anybody's watching this now, because I mean, I'm quite interested in this. If anybody's watching this right now and knows much about that sort of technological side of movies and games, then please, like, hit me up in the comment section. You know, let me know. Especially with, like, the advance of, you know, technology with the PS4, I'd like to know if, you know, the PS4 is obviously running Blu-ray as well. Is the PS4 able to run Blu-rays and video in 48 frames per second? So I find it quite interesting that they never included it. But I'd have to look up the research behind it, because I remember I did some research on it, and there was something to do with the technical limitation. I'm not sure if it's something to do with how big the actual video files would be, that a Blu-ray disc couldn't hold it all, because it's running in double the frames, and obviously, you know, a full 1080p movie file is quite big. You know, it's quite big, so I'm not sure if it was something to do with that. And obviously, you're having to double shit when you're running at higher frames and some shit like that. I can't really remember, but I am interested to find out, because I think, you know, it'd be a better way for people to experience 48 frames per second video if they could watch it at home. You know, I don't think you necessarily have to watch the movie in theatres, in the pictures, you know, just to get the experience of it. I think if they really wanted to sell 48 frames per second to the pictures and to cinema goers, then, you know, allow us to experience the movies at home, you know, because that way people can watch it on the TV and then they can decide whether or not they actually like it. I think that would be the best solution. I really do. But yeah, I really would like to know exactly what's holding it back, because I'd love to watch the first movie in 48 frames, but then again, I'm skeptical about it. I've heard people say, oh, you know, it looks great, but then I've heard really negative things like, oh, it looks really, really fake. It looks like you're just watching a BBC documentary. It looks so real. Apparently, it looks so real that it looks so fake. If you know what I mean. I mean, you're talking about a fantasy world. You know, it doesn't look like a Hollywood movie. It looks like a documentary. You know, so I find it quite interesting about that, and it is something. It is something I would like to experience, but then again, it's the money issue. If movies didn't cost as much as they do these days, to actually go and watch, then, you know, I'd definitely do it. But then again, it's not about just me, is it? I don't go to the pictures on my own. It's thinking about other people. My brother isn't necessarily, you know, hyped about watching it in 48 frames. I mean, he's just like, shit, the film's a film, just watch it normal. You know, so that's his argument, which is a fair enough argument. Got two miracles there, smashing. Yeah, it's definitely a fair enough argument, but we shall see. So yeah, they're the three movies that I'm hoping to see before the end of the year. Three like blockbuster films, definitely excited for, really excited for. We shall see. God, his ass. Let me turn this shit off because it's starting to annoy me, this tune. Let's turn it on. There we go. So yeah, that's the three films that I'm looking forward to watching before the year is out. Yeah, I don't think there's been... Has there been any like horror films that have been released around Halloween this year? I don't think there has. I mean, we've not had a Paranormal Activity. There's a new Paranormal Activity coming out in, is it January? They missed the Halloween release. Obviously, there's no more Saw films. I saw The Conjuring a few months back, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was pretty scary. We had The Evil Dead this year, which I thought was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed The Evil Dead. Bought the Blu-ray of that. Great on Blu-ray. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. If anybody's seen like the ending, with all the blood, then watch it on Blu-ray because it looks fantastic. Really does. But yeah, in terms of horrors, I don't think we've had that many. But then again, horror films these days aren't really as good as the the horror movies that used to be. So I much prefer the old horror films. I mean, you can't beat Halloween, really, can you? You can't beat Scream, you can't beat Candyman, films like that. Nightmare on Elm Street. See, the Nightmare on Elm Street series, I'm not a huge fan of. I really enjoyed Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 and 2. Obviously, the original is the best one out of them all, but I really enjoyed Part 2. Didn't like any of the others. I thought Wes Craven's New Nightmare was a pretty good film. But that's about it. The Friday the 13th series, I've never really been a big fan of Friday the 13th anyway, if I'm being brutally honest. It's never been high up on my list, just because I thought that, a couple of them are okay, but I think it crossed that line between scary and, intense and terrifying into just plain daft. And I mean, some of them are can be guilty pleasures. I think Jason Goes to Hell I actually quite enjoyed, but things like Jason X and Freddy vs Jason, I'm not into that. Halloween, I must admit though, Halloween is probably my favourite horror franchise of all time. I think there's only been 2 Halloween films that I've not liked, and that's it. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And that's basically because it doesn't even revolve around Michael Myers. And then Halloween Resurrection, which was awful because I didn't understand the reason behind that film. I mean, I don't really want to spoil it, but if you've not seen the Halloween films now, after all these years, and you don't know what they're about in the story, then I can't really see you being that arse. But in Halloween H2O, which was if you will, the third proper Halloween film. There was Halloween 1 and 2, Halloween, which starred Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode in the main role. She was in Halloween 1 and 2, but then there was how many? 2 or 3 other Halloween films that didn't star her. We're not counting Season of the Witch, like I say, Michael Myers wasn't in it. But it was 2 or 3 other Halloween films that didn't star Jamie Lee Curtis. So when they actually created Halloween H2O with Jamie Lee Curtis back into it, which Halloween H2O stands for Halloween 20, meaning 20 years later. 20 years after the events of Halloween 1 and 2. Basically, they created Halloween H2O with the vision that the movies in between didn't actually happen. So their storylines don't really exist. None of that happened with any of that storyline. But then at the end of Halloween H2O, we see that Laurie Strode actually kills Michael. She kills him. She beheads him. She decapitates him. And that should have been the end. Michael Myers was finally dead. You can't come back from being decapitated. They always say you can't kill the boogeyman, but that was a definitive end of Michael Myers. I mean, yeah, you can shoot him, you can stab him all you want, and he'll come back, but you ain't coming back from having your head cut off, sliced right off. You know what I mean? So because of that, you'd think, right, that was the end. That was the end of Laurie's story. You know, she's finally got rid of Michael. All the demons have gone. You know, she can finally relax, enjoy life with her son, Josh Hartnett, or the actor Josh Hartnett who played her son. What was his name? It's called John, actually, in H2O. Yeah, so that should have been the definitive end to Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. But yet, then they created Resurrection, and Jamie Lee Curtis was in it again. Now, Resurrection also starred Tyra Banks and Busta Rhymes, so it just says the caliber of acting in that bloody film, you know? But it turned out in Resurrection that when Jamie Lee Curtis decapitated Michael Myers at the end of the movie, it wasn't actually Michael Myers. Apparently she went psycho and decapitated somebody else. So because of that, she got moved into like a mental hospital, where Michael Myers was then alive, and then he come and killed her. He finally killed her, so it just made no sense. I don't understand why Jamie Lee Curtis would even have signed up to be in that film. I really don't. Maybe she signed up for a way to shut people up. You know, to stop people clamouring for another Halloween film with her in it. She probably said, right, I'll do this last one, but they're gonna kill me off, and that's it. I'm done with the series. I don't want nothing more to do with it. I'm thinking that might have been what happened, but it was an awful film. To me, that film doesn't exist. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and Resurrection do not exist. But like I said, the movies in between them, the ones that, you know, within H2O the classed as didn't really happen, that storyline doesn't exist, I actually really liked them. What was it? There was the Revenge of Michael Myers, the Curse of Michael Myers, and the Return of Michael Myers, the Revenge of Michael Myers, and the Curse. No, the Curse, the Revenge, and the Return. Return, Revenge, and Curse, something like that. I thought they were really good. I thought they were, you know, quite scary. Really, really enjoyable Halloween films. Really, really enjoyed, and I can't believe I've just realised that I'm sat here rambling on about Halloween films whilst I'm playing Dark Souls. I've not even spoke about anything that I'm doing in the Duke's Archives at all, and I'm here just talking about fucking Halloween. But I did say, didn't I, the topic is movies, so yeah. But yeah, so like I say, the Halloween franchise is definitely my favourite. Definitely my favourite horror franchise of all time. But there is a lot of other horror films that I like. Candyman 1 and 2 were awesome. The third one was awful. I really hope they don't create a 4. There were rumours going about that they were going to do a 4th one, or they were at least going to remake it. Remake the original, like reboot the franchise. I really hope they don't. What am I doing here? Yeah, go back that way into it. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope they don't. What others? The Scream franchise, I really like Scream. Shit, I need my pyromancer. Yeah, Scream was really, really enjoyable. Scream 1, 2 and 3, I enjoyed them all. I was looking forward to Scream 4, but then I watched it and it just wasn't very good. You know, it's a bit too daft for my liking. So I actually bought Scream 4 on Blu-ray. I never actually got to see it in the pictures, which is why I bought it on Blu-ray. And I think when it come out, it was only £10, so that's why I ended up buying that. In fact, I might as well just keep that pyromancy equipped for the time being. But yeah, I am a horror buff. I do like my horror films. Paranormal Activity, the first one and the second one I really enjoyed. Wasn't into 3 or 4. third one was, well, no, the third one was okay. Third one was okay. The fourth one, I really didn't like. Wait, has there been a Paranormal Activity 4? Huh. Has there been a Paranormal Activity 4? The third one had the children, had the kids, didn't it? Has there been a Paranormal Activity 4? Yes, yes, there was. Yeah, because the third one, it had the kids, and then the fourth one, it was that girl who used the Xbox Kinect to actually like the night vision shit on it. So yeah, that was the fourth one. I remember now. But yeah, the first and second one are really enjoyable. Really enjoyed them. The Saw movies. Now, the Saw movies are again another franchise that should have died long before it did. I really enjoyed Saw 1, 2, and 3. I thought as a trilogy, it was great. As a horror trilogy, it was great. And then they ruined it. They went through Saw 4, 5, 6, and 7. Was 7 classes 3D? Was Saw 3D, Saw 7, or was that Saw 8? I'm not sure. Can't remember. But they were awful anyway. So, yeah. Right. What am I doing? What am I doing now? Yes, we are in the Duke's archives, of course, and I'm surprised at how far we've made it without actually dying. I don't think we've died once in the Duke's archives yet. Don't want to jinx it though. But I am quite surprised. Really didn't think we'd make it this far without dying. What's this? The Enchanted Falchion. Okay, thank you very much. And we are heading to the Crystal Caves and Seath. But I don't want to go and do that just yet. I've been recording for 1 hour and 10 minutes, yeah, so what I'm gonna do, let me just go through this fog gate, or white light, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I am gonna recommence like straight away, but we've already been recording for over 1 hour. And that's my cousin texting me saying this LP is actually better than the last one. So yeah, I've been recording for 1 hour, so I'm gonna stop. Go get a drink, have a pee, and then come back, level up. No, I can level up now. And then probably reverse hollow and go and take on the Crystal Caves and Seath. So thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back in a bit. Peace.